Hey everybody, it's Steven with the PH at RipFan8. It's been a minute since I did my last video. The last video I did was a recap of Strongsville. It was a big weekend that weekend for me in Strongsville. So if truth be told, I've been trying to save some money for the next big show coming up for the National. Also, I've had some stuff going on, life stuff that I'm trying to work through. So I have been busy with that a lot also. So just get back to the video. I finally went out to a show. I haven't gone to many shows lately, like I was stating, that some stuff going on, and plus I trying to save a little bit of money for the National. I did get the opportunity. My good friend Mike Samuel at Canadian Cards invited me 3 weeks ago about a show he was interested in going up to in, I believe it's Canastota, New York, just outside of Syracuse. The International Boxing Hall of Fame was having their induction into the 2024 class, and they also had a boxing show, strictly boxing stuff, posters, boxing gloves, shorts, photos, very few cards, a lot of trinkets, and just a ton of different odds and ends that you don't see very often at the vintage shows I go to. But it was super exciting. When he asked me, Mike said it may not be much that interests me, which he's cracked. I don't pardon me. I don't collect boxing, or for the most part, I'm just strictly into vintage baseball and mainly Jackie Robinson, but I've started a few other little side projects also. Some of you guys know from my Orioles collection and my Ripken stuff. I've also started a Roy Campanella little run. Anyways, getting back to the story, when he asked me, I said, absolutely. I says, I'm going through a rough patch here, so I need to something that's going to bring me some enjoyment, and I'd be more than happy to entertain him that day, which was this past Saturday. So we got up early in the morning, hit the road by 5:30 in the morning, and we got outside of Canastota and drove by the Hall of Fame spot, head to the high school, and went inside for the show for 10 o'clock. And walked around. It wasn't that busy in a sense. Let me apologize. It was pretty busy actually, but it wasn't that big. It was just like an auditorium, like a gym type auditorium of the high school. A lot of little vendors sitting up there, and there was just a ton of photographs, posters, a lot of little trinkets, just a ton of different things. Just to give you an example of one thing, Muhammad Ali razors and shaving cream was some of the stuff from the 70s and stuff like that. But it was quite interesting. I thought it was pretty interesting. I talked to a few people. They had a bunch of people, a bunch of boxers and stuff like that, doing autographs at the front. And I stood there for a good 10-15 minutes watching it, and it was super interesting. Talking to one of the gentlemen who was working there, he's telling me who's who and stuff like that, and it was really exciting. I was very happy I went. And again, I know that Mike, he'll probably do his video, show you whatever he may or may not have picked up and tell you his stories, but I was walking around, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm here. I might as well get something to bring home as a memory. And looking around, there wasn't much, but then I saw a card. And I know who Joe Louis is. I mean, I know a lot of the boxers, let's be honest. Most of us do. Jack Dempsey, Jack Johnson. I mean, it's incredible. Some of these boxing is just absolutely incredible. But I saw a card. I'm going to show it right now. It is this 1951 Topps Ringside Joe Louis. I mean, it's a low grade, and obviously I wasn't looking to spend a lot of money. It's a low grade, and it's got a crease. You can see the crease that's going across the top, across there, and the background's a little faded in certain spots. The bottom right, the corners are rounded. But when you look at this card from an eye appeal point of view, it's really, really sharp looking. At least I believe it is. It's a low-grade SGC1, which is irrelevant to me, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to be there. I might as well enjoy myself, and I did. Mike, thank you very much. I had a fantastic time, and bang, I picked up my first boxing card. Now, I'm going to get a few more, I would think, because I kind of got a little bug in me from when I talking to Mike about it and the car ride and all that stuff, and just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. We had a wonderful, wonderful time at this little high school gym, and I'll let Mike tell his stories, but we had a wonderful time. So I picked that up. Long story short, stay there. So anyways, long story short, I picked it up, and it was a beautiful example as far as I'm concerned. It was, the guy was asking, well, it doesn't matter, $100, and as it turns out, I was fortunate enough to get him down to $70. So I picked up a Joe Louis, Hall of Fame boxer, incredible heavyweight champion. I picked it up for $70, and I thought it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. It was just beautiful. So now the story doesn't end there. We got out of there soon enough, around, I believe it was sometime around 12 o'clock. We were there for a couple hours, and we thought, you know what, we're going to head back, and we're going to hit a card store. And I was happy about that. You know, maybe I'll get a baseball card. I didn't take a lot, but you know what, since you're away, you might as well, like most of us, we generally pick something up. So Mike and I talked about whether we go to somewhere in the Syracuse area where he's looking at stuff, and I had mentioned to Mike, and Mike was more than in agreement with me. We've told Chris from Niagara Sports Card in Niagara Falls, New York, that I don't know how many times we told him we're going to come over and visit his shop, his new store that he has. And I used to always go to his old store. I've known him, Chris, for a while, and he's always done right by me. So we end up going, we stopped off at, on our way back, we stopped off in Niagara Falls, New York. Him and I went to Chris's store, talked to Chris for a while, and Chris's new store, I have to say, it looks really nice. He's got it laid out well. He's really got some good stuff there. I know there was something there that my good buddy Mike, a boxing piece, was there that Mike thought was pretty interesting piece. But I ended up picking up a card. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm mainly a Jackie guy. That's the stuff I'm looking for. But I picked up a Roy Campanella. To go to what I've already started, and I got probably 5 or 6 of them so far. The 56 grayback Roy Campanella. Now, you look at it, the grade says a 1. It's a PSA 1. But when you look at this card is really, really sharp. Now, I'm saying that from eye appeal. It's not sharp. The corners are rounded. The registration's pretty decent. There's creases in it. There's a bubble in it. I mean, there's a couple creases running down this side right here. And up top, it looks like there's a bubble in it from possibly water damage where it expanded. But all in all, this is a sharp looking one. I was fortunate enough that Chris gave me a really good deal on it. He gave it to me for $50. I thought $50. I mean, Chris is a nice guy, and I'm more than happy to support Chris. He's always been very generous with me, and always has given me the time of day and all that stuff. So, and that's Chris from Niagara Sports Cards, Niagara Falls, New York. And we had a great time. So when we finished there, Mike and I decided, you know what, we're going to go to get some chicken wings. Him and I went and got some chicken wings. We didn't eat them all. We brought them back. And but it was just a absolute wonderful day that my good buddy Mike at Canadian Cards knew I needed a day like that. He knew Mike's a good friend of mine. He knows some of the stuff that is going on, and he really just a wonderful friend of mine. I'm so fortunate to have guys like that in this hobby, and trust me, there are many of you guys in this hobby. From the support, watch my videos, from the friendships we made at Strongsville and going forward. I mean, you guys are exceptional, and that's what has kept me going recently, just because I know I'm going to see you guys again soon. So I want to say thank you very much, Mike, and I appreciate everyone watching. But yeah, I mean, yeah, these two cards are low grade, but they fit perfectly in my PC. Just exactly what I look for. And again, I'm, I could have obviously gone and bought a 7 in the Joe Louis or go and try and find a 7 and pay $300-400 or whatever it may be. But I'm quite content with getting a Joe Louis card. It's a 1. It's a good eye-appealing 1, and I got it for a great price. Same with the Roy Campanella. But I just thought it's been a while since I did a video. I thought I'd show a couple things. I don't have a lot going on for the next month or two. The National, we're, 7 weeks or 6 weeks away? 6 weeks away, I believe. 6 weeks away today that I'll be heading to the hotel. So Mike and I are looking forward and looking super forward to seeing everyone down there. So thanks again, everyone. I appreciate everyone, and hopefully everyone's doing well. Okay, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.